Good morning, everybody. This is Vince with Listings to Leads. Can you hear me okay? Happy New Year. Let's see here if I can get a different screen. It's a better layout. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you, Natalie. We'll give it a couple minutes because people are still logging in here. If you're new to us, please let me know, where are you, what city, state, and how did you find us? How do you learn about us? If you're not new here, and you're just checking us out, welcome back. It's been an exciting 2025, and we're really excited to get going here in 2026. But let's give it a minute, and I'll tell everybody. Oh, San Antonio, highlight layout. Got a lot of clients down there. This works awesome in Texas. Oh, Eric from Kelly. Yeah, Kelly Wheeler from Suffolk. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, Kelly's been a client of ours for a long time. He's I refer to him as like a guerrilla marketer. He is just so active and thinking up new ways. And I think that's why he's such a good fit for us, because we're always working on new things and he can leverage those and keep moving. So I see new people. Mark from Naples. Mark, our first office client was in Naples, Florida. It was Keller Williams. We went to Naples and then Keller Williams, Marco Island. By the way, if you do need a team account, broker account, email me. I'm Vince at Listings to Leads. Hi, Linda. Linda Little, that name sounds familiar. Have you been with us before? New member, another Kelly Wheeler person. Okay, great. Let's get started. It looks like we got a bunch of people on here. I don't want to keep you all waiting. First of all, Happy New Year. Happy 2026. We've been here now. We're coming on to 17 years, man. It's getting a little crazy. But anyway, it's funny to say that. It's a long time. We actually began in the 08, 09 meltdown, right? The mortgage meltdown with one tool. It was one click posting to Craigslist. And we were really successful with that. We took what we were the tools that realtors want to capture more leads. So now, fast forward 17 years later, the market keeps changing. It changes all the time. You know that if you've been in real estate, and we've gotten better and grown more to help capture leads. But there is a few things that are happening right now in the market, and sometimes these things come and sometimes they go. And one of those things is interest rates are still high, and that's slowed down the market. And so a lot of agents are looking for us for better ways and low-cost ways to get more business, whether it's buyers or listings. And another thing that's happened just recently, oh, hello, Tyler, Michigan, is that expireds are beginning to tick off across the country. And we have been well positioned to help our clients take advantage of that. And I won't be going deep into expireds, but I will point out that there are 4 things that you need to be thinking about, 4 or 5, as you leave this call. And 1 is expired marketing. And 2 is open house marketing. And 3 is our listing presentation. And I'm going to show you bits of all of these. And 4 is our Facebook ads and Google ads. That's becoming a big thing too. And our listing presentation. I think that's 5. No, I said that. Our nearby homeowner letter. These things are key. All for, nearby homeowner letter, Facebook, Google ads, listing presentation, open house, and expireds. Now, on our website right now, we have 3 videos. This young lady here and these 2 gentlemen here, all talking about expired. You should watch them. And there are longer versions of these videos on our YouTube channel, and you should absolutely watch those if you want to get more listings with expired. This young lady here atop has been out of high school for, I think, 3 years and a realtor for 1 and picked up 4 listings in 6 weeks. This gentleman down here has been a banker for 20 years and a realtor for 1. I think at this point, that video is probably 6 weeks old. He's probably got 3, possibly 4 listings right now. And this gentleman is a longtime 20-year veteran in the real estate business with EXP, and he added $2.7 million to his pipeline in 3 days of door knocking with our expireds. Okay. So I'm going to just show you this. Again, I don't want to go too deep into it. If you can see me on the screen, we actually have a print version of our listing presentation with expired drawn on the cover. And all of those clients that you're seeing on our webpage are using this as well as some other tools that are designed to help you work expired. And they're killing it. And they were going gangbusters in December, and these will be big parts of their business 2026. Now, if you look down here, there's a lot of cool stuff that we do. You might want to check out our website, but I'm going to start getting into the system right now. So we'll get into it. Let's get into it. So when you log into your account, you're going to see this jump page. And there are a couple things right here. As I mentioned, expires is a big story. So we're actually hosting 2 live workshop classes to help clients understand how to work expireds and how to just work seller leads in general. Right. And then this golden letter is a way of marketing a letter that we have to help you get more listings there. So both of these are actually going to help you get listings. So when you log in the next time, sign up for these things, get involved with these things if you want more listings in 2026. Okay. And let's go over real quickly. Remember, I said there are 5 things that you need to look at, and most of them are all covered in our listings section, in our landing page section. There's a lot of different areas. But before I get into that, I want you to know where the resources are for you that you need to get your hands on, because I'll start talking very quickly. You'll get distracted and you probably won't remember half of what I'm telling you. And that's just how it goes. On this marketing calendar page, there's a tab that says resources, and it has our YouTube channel, our Instagram channel, our Facebook mastermind group, and our live webinars page down here, which if you're not a client and you're watching this, if you leadgenwebinars.com, you'll get to this page. And actually, I'm on this page because we have a lot of tools that are helping our clients grow their business. And, I have it open over here. So let's not wait for that there. But I want to point some things out right here. This is the videos page. So there's a home page, there's shorts and live, but there's a videos. That call right there, top tools for more listings, it's really good. It sounds like I'm breaking up. Is everybody hearing me or is it choppy? Watch top tools for more listings. Scott is covering open house marketing right here. And as I said, keep working open houses. If you go down here, you're going to see that there's an expired call here. So you can learn how to do that as well. Yeah, it's choppy. Let me see. Let me turn off my video. Maybe that will. Okay. Can you hear me now? Sorry. I want to. Can you hear me now, guys? Yes. Okay. All right. So I took off the video, but leave me talking. Okay. So here we are. YouTube. Get on here. Watch top tools for more listing. Watch this open house call right here, and watch this expired call, because these are all going to be real important. Okay. And let me grab this and let me send this link to everybody right now on the call. Okay. Hello, Carrick. Okay. So we also have a mastermind group. So again, if we're back on this page in the calendar, there's a Facebook mastermind. And if you're a client, please join us here. We talk about what's coming down, what's new on the pipe, what's working, but also a lot of our clients come and share what's working for them as well. They're going to show you what they're doing. Here's something that Kelly Wheeler put up there. There's a lot of things happening that we're doing. So stay on top of them by scanning our mastermind group a few times during the week. Now, we also have a private mastermind group here, and this is for clients as well. So it's not for everybody, but this is really a working area where our clients are talking about what they're doing. So you can see here's Anna mailing out our listing presentation, right? And people are doing different things with our platform, and they're just discussing what they're up to here. Here's Gwen, who again ordered our listing presentations, and she's getting these in front of her neighbors, right? And that's really the people who she's hoping to get listings from. So that's a good working group. Ask the support group to get in there. And let's get into back to the system, right? The thing I want to say, and I can see people coming on, so I got to remind you, the top things you need to be thinking of this year in 2026 right now is expired marketing if you want more listings. Open house marketing actually is a top way of getting more listings. I didn't mention that. Open house is obviously designed to sell a home where we've got easy way to get buyers for you, but there's actually some tools to help you get more listings from that open house, even if you're borrowing that open house. Now, we also have a killer listing presentation. I see Robert asking about that, and I see a couple questions, so we'll get that. We'll answer those in just a minute. And our nearby homeowner letter and our Facebook and Google ads. These are the things you have to do. So let's go over here to listings and let's talk a little bit about the listings presentation. How do I set up a Facebook business page? Jenny, send me an email. I'll put my email here address in here. I have a 4-minute video. It's very short, show you how to do that. It's free. It's very easy. Don't pay Facebook for likes, please. That's a waste of money. You need a Facebook business page to run ads, and that's a very important thing to do. There's my email there. If you have questions, if you want my video on open house marketing, if you want my email on expired marketing, because they are very solid, just email me there. And if you need a team account or a broker account, email me there. So I'm on the listings page, and let's talk about listing presentation. Okay. And here, when you click there, you see all these ways to market it, but this is really the killer right here. And that is, we actually have it in print, and we have it like an online magazine form called Flipbook. Okay. And the long story or the short story is you can create this for a particular home. Now, this is actually what we do when we talk about what does listings to leads do for marketing. This is what we do, right? We have paid advertising for Facebook and Instagram. We auto post to your social media accounts like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, right? We auto generate a virtual tour. We pop it up on YouTube. We, of course, have print marketing, and our print marketing has URLs or QR codes to get people from print to an online lead capture. We have a nearby homeowner letter. We have email marketing. Now, this is the presentation that you're used really to talk to homeowners, right? And you can grab this. You should be familiar with this right away. And this is why agents are closing expireds and seller leads very easily, because this thing is bulletproof. There really isn't as good of a listing presentation that's branded to you. And so that's really what you got to get into. So if you get to the listing presentation here, that's like the first part. Now, I am going to go here because somebody is asking, how long does it take to receive the listing presentation? So to get the online version, Cheryl, it's in your account right now. To get the print version, it takes about a week, okay? And you can see here, and so to order it, you order here, and then we have a little back and forth. We mock it up, you like it, and then we say, great, go buy them in groups of 10 for expireds, standard, canceled, or FSBO, right? I think expired or standard is great either way. Let me send this to everybody. So if you're a client, you definitely want to have your arms on this, because this is where you start the process of ordering them, of getting the mock-up set up, and then going and ordering the actual print ones. Okay. So that's there for you. Like I said, though, the listing presentation is here, and I'll give you a little quick pro tip. If you got a lot of seller leads sitting somewhere, like in your MLS, or not in your MLS, what do you call it? CRM, copy this link. You see that hyperlink right there? And write a short email in your CRM and blast all your seller leads and say, hey, if you're thinking about selling in 2026, let me know if I can help you. Click this link to see how I sell homes. We had a client do this with, I think, about 200 leads last quarter, I think in December. So he took 200 leads out of the CRM, wrote an email to them, pointed them to the generic presentation, which is already sitting in your account. And now he has 45 conversations. No, I'm sorry, 17 conversations happening. I'm seeing numbers fly in front of me. 17 conversations with people who are thinking of selling their home. So use our tools to engage those people. You'll notice that we have an e-flyer for your database that you can copy and blast out on your leads in your CRM as well, right? This is already set and ready for you. The gentleman I mentioned just wrote a freehand note and sent it, but this is an option too, okay? So that's listing presentation. Now that I got you moving, let's say timeout. And let's say, hey, you're new and you need to make sure that you've actually set up your account, right? This is an onboarding call. So you want to make sure that you got all the automation set up. So when you sign up, you're going to be dropped into a wizard. And that wizard's going to ask you some questions. And if you skip that, those questions should be over here on the right. But I've been doing this a long time, so I don't think that's even going to be there. So I'm going to show you the wizard way, the short way, and the long way of setting up your account. So when you set up your account, let's go here. Where is my wizard? Over here. Let's say you go sign up today, right? It's going to ask your name and your email and your credit card. Then it's going to say, boom, set up your account. Put your photo in there, right? We've already got your name and email, so put your working number. If you need these things here, add them. If you need the license state or number, add them. If you don't, skip them. Then we ask for your logo, and we ask you, what's your color scheme, right? If you're from one of the big franchises, we may have their palette. If not, you can always create your own right here. Again, if you need these fields filled out, fill them out. If you don't, just skip them. But this is where it gets important. We do social media auto posting for all of your listings at every stage. If you change a stage, like it's just listed, now it's open house, now it's sold, well, we're going to post it every time with landing pages behind it so you can actually capture free leads. If you have a YouTube channel, we're going to always create a virtual tour and put it on our YouTube channel, but we can put it on yours as well. Okay. So definitely go through, click here, connect. Okay. And then here, this is where you connect to Facebook. Okay. For running ads. Let's see. Okay. And let's see. Sorry, I saw a question and I got confused. Connect your Facebook ad account. And that's all you got to do here. This is very important to do. And here, we're going to ask you to connect to social media again. And I want to slow down a little bit here. You definitely want to connect to Facebook and you want to connect to Instagram, Twitter. Okay. But Google, what we're doing right here is going to give your Facebook business page Google Juice, SEO. Okay. It's going to help your Google business page migrate to page 1 on local real estate searches. And so by connecting these, you can build your followers and you can also rank higher. So once you've done that, you want to choose topics like these. If you click the eyeballs, you'll see there's multiple articles under each topic. Choose like 12 to 15 different topics of all the different areas, and then have it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. That just tells us to start going there. So now you've got your social media auto posting set up. You got Facebook, so you can run ads on listings set up, and you got your content, social content set up right here. This is how we sweep your listings. Use the email address that's in your MLS and put it here. All right. And later on inside, if you don't have your own listings, you can always grab a listing, and that will, if you're borrowing a listing, you can do that. Now here, this is where you connect your CRM. So as you're capturing leads, you can actually auto drop your leads right into these CRMs. If you don't have a CRM, don't worry about it. Check this box here, and we have a drip campaign that is better than probably 95% of all of the CRMs you know about. And by better, I mean that it actually closes appointments for you. Your drip campaigns from many of these just send automated email. And that's cool. But talking to people is when the business begins, right? Not emailing people. And our emails embed landing pages and PDF guides. So it actually shortens that conversion, gets people in there. Okay. You can also import your reviews from Zillow and Google and Testimonial Tree, and that you're done. You've now set up your account. All the automation is set up. So let's take a few questions here. Can someone help me? You got restricted in 2019 and they keep it closed. You know what, Eugene? Eugene, just email me. I sent my email just a minute ago. I'll send you a link that will get you to the business page help desk, but you need to ask them, how do I exclude Spanish speaking social media? What do you mean, Meredith? Are we posting Spanish speaking social media for you? Or, yeah, I don't know what you mean. Because we do have some Spanish content and you can turn it on and you can turn it off too. But I'm not sure what that question is, Meredith. So if you can answer, that'd be great. Okay. So we talked about listing presentations. Let's talk about open houses. There's a few things about open houses that you need to know. Okay. And by running an open house, you actually are using various parts of our platform, right? And you can actually do this right here. If I click grab listing, maybe you're a new agent and you don't have open houses, right? You don't have any listings, but you talk to somebody in your office and say, hey, does anybody want me to sit on an open house for them this weekend? If they say yes, drop in the zip code and the MLS ID of the property, deselect this so we don't make a YouTube, and grab it and pull it in here. Now I've got an open house right here. So let's see what you do with an open house. And there are a few things that I want you to know. And don't forget, we've actually got a YouTube call that you should go watch. And I will see that. Paul, let's see here. Let's look at this question. In social content. Okay. So let's jump over to social content and answer that. So when you sign up, there is a we went through it just now on the wizard, right? And you might not be looking at what you're doing, but when you set it up, but you can always go back and correct things. So for Meredith, she set up Spanish content, which really, this is our only Spanish content, PDF guides for sellers and for buyers in Spanish. We also have them for English. And so Meredith, you probably want those. You want American holidays. I really recommend these top 3 here, and dining rooms, 1 or 2 of these, 1 or 2 of these, 1 or 2 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 or 2 of these. That's how I would do it. Okay. So Meredith, you can update that when you get time. And we'll get back here. And I see a setup fee for mailbox. Yes. So when you do that setup fee for the booklet, we're really just if you're looking at my screen, Paul, we are actually we're sending you what it's going to look like. And then you say, yeah, I like it. I like the look of that. You actually can't customize this too much right now. The interior is like our standard listing presentation, which I just showed everybody where it sits. It's up here under listing presentation, but you can't really customize it much. You can add a cover letter if you want to put there, and it would be embedded inside of it. And so you can do that definitely in MPB. What is MPB? I'm not quite sure what that is. Mailbox Power. No. Yeah, you can't really edit it in Mailbox Power, Paul. We do the setup and you approve it. And once you approve it, you order issues of it. Okay. Before we move on, and we were talking about listing presentation, I did want to mention this. You can use that listing presentation for canceleds, for expireds, for FSBOs, and for a straight listing presentation. And I'm going to show you one that I set up for a FSBO. And let me tell you, if you start running ads or you start getting seller leads in any way, you want to do what I'm doing here. You want to create a listing for that seller lead as a listing presentation. And then you want to click on the flip book and you want to text this or email this to that person. Probably text them and say, hey, if you're thinking of selling, this is how I would do it. You'll notice that the homeowner's name is on the front and it's a picture of their home on the front. And as you go through the presentation, now it's their home on Instagram, their home on social media, their home on YouTube. You follow what's happening here. You can even get to this page about mobile marketing and say, hey, homeowner, why don't you scan that and see what happens? And their homes will pop into their phone right there. So definitely do that. Robert, open house letter or intro to neighbors? Yeah, open house. So we're going to get into open house now, Robert. So thanks. So because I was going back to the listings, I want to make sure that you understand that the listing presentation can be used for multiple kinds of leads: FSBOs, canceled, expireds, and straight seller leads. Now, here, when we're at the open house, why are they so important? First of all, if you want to talk to buyers, run a Facebook ad. Now, you may not know this about our system, but when you are running an ad, we do everything automatically, right? The house is in Danville in 15 miles. You should change this to $50. That should be like your 50 should be your bottom budget. It'll be 7 days. But if the open house is on Saturday, click here and end it on Saturday. You can even change the time so it doesn't run past there. I do want to point this out. This is why our Facebook ads are so important to our clients. There's a form. When somebody clicks on it, there's a form and it asks them their full name and email. I don't know if you can see it. It says full name, email, and phone number. But where I'm looking at it right now, it's because I haven't run the ad yet. When a consumer clicks on it, those fields are pre-populated from their profile. So nobody is typing this information in. And this is why these ads are so valuable to our clients. You could be running early stage ads to get buyers, or you could be running later stage ads to get sellers. Now you're getting it with name, email, and phone number. Liz, I won't be sending a replay of this, but it will be on this YouTube channel right here. Did you get this? Yeah. Did you get this link? Because I sent it to everybody at the beginning of the call. Let me send this to you, and everybody will get this again. This call is being recorded, and it will be on this page. Okay. So let's get back to the listing. You can even change the questions. A little bit techie here, but you can see our key questions. We've written a lot of questions. What's your desired move-in date, right? What's your maximum? Would you like this guide? What's your maximum price you want to pay? There are questions that can make these leads a lot more dynamic, okay? So that's like important to know. But why is an open house important to get more listings? The answer is right here, the nearby homeowner letter. Now, the nearby homeowner letter is a piece of paper. So you're meant to print out 50 of these or 100 of these. Even if you borrowed this listing and it's not your listing and you door knock the neighborhood. So give yourself some time, right? And you can see, I've got an open house on Saturday, 1 to 4. Check it out. That affects your home value. Go here to get your free home value. So if you're giving this to homeowners and they want their home value, they can get it right away. If they don't want it, but they're curious, maybe they come to your open house because it's right there on that piece of paper. We've had clients print up just 50 of these, door knock 50, and get a listing of their own even before the open house began. But most of our clients are saying this is getting the homeowners into their open house. And then they have a lot of tools inside the open house that engage those homeowners. Now, we do have an open house sign-in form. So, you can open this up. You can ask for feedback here. Just click on this. They answer a few questions, give you their email, and we're going to send them a mobile optimized website and their email, and you are going to have a lead. Okay. So also eFlyer for your database. When you see the words eFlyer for your database, this means copy it for your CRM. You copy up here. If you use Follow Up Boss, they have a unique format. So we're formatted for them. That link and that link, you're going to get buyer leads. This affects your home value. That link and that link are going to get listing leads. So one flyer that you can blast out on your leads in your own CRM are going to capture both buyer and seller leads. Honestly, if you have anything more than 200 leads in your CRM, you should be blasting one of our emails once a week to those people. Whatever you want, on a listing, on a PDF guide, on a landing page. As a reminder, for open houses, Facebook ads, eFlyer for your database, nearby homeowner letter, open house sign-in form. But now that you've got the homeowners in there, we've got some other tools that are really going to get these people to pay attention. So this one's actually, for me, it's easy to do. You should practice at home. You should come to a media library and get this. It's the 100 plus marketing plan. This is our listing presentation. Okay. You know how I've been waving around this print one, and I showed you that we have one in Flipbook. We also have one in a 5-minute commercial format. And once this is done, we can download it here and you can upload it to your own YouTube channel. If you don't have your own YouTube channel and you use Gmail, you actually do have your own YouTube channel. You just haven't dusted it off and branded it. But you don't need your own because you can actually point any smart TV to this. Just when you're having an open house, if it has a TV, ask for the remote and open up the YouTube channel. Now, there's some groovy music. You don't need to play that. You might be an Enya fan or something like that. But this is a 5-minute commercial on how we help you sell houses. This does not, it's not branded to you. It's not branded to listings to leads either. But this, if you given 50 or 100 invitations to homeowners and they come through and see this on an 80-inch TV, they're probably going to want to talk to you about how you sell homes. Okay. So it's very important that you are using that, right? Another thing that our clients like to do is they like to go over here to the PDF guides. We haven't talked much about these, but you actually have 80 PDF guides. Okay. 40 are for buyers, 40 are for sellers. You can use them for ads. You can use them. You can blast out. There's an e-flyer for your database. You can blast them out on your CRM. But the important thing regarding open houses is, again, you've invited 100 homeowners, right? Now, not all 100 are going to come. Maybe you get 5 or 10. And as they're walking through, before you even have the open house, and you only need to do this one time, click on print flyers for any of the PDF guides that you want, and maybe send them to Kinko's and print them, or if you got a good laser jet printer, print them there, and then order yourself some clear acrylic tabletop stands and put that. Let me try to open this. Print out 6 different ones and put one in the living room, put one in the master bedroom, put one in the laundry room, and a different one in the office. So as people are walking through, they're seeing you and your logo and you offering value. They can download these reports for free. And yeah, you're branded on every page of these. You are going to get contact information whenever they do that. Not a lot of lead capture happens with this, but what's happening is people are recognizing you are a realtor and you are the realtor here, right? So if you're trying to get open houses to get more listings, that's really those things I'm showing you what's going on. If you use the magnifying glass here and type in open house, you will see that we have interviews with teams and agents throughout the year who were hosting 2 to 4 open houses every week because it was the top source of listings for them. So if you want listings, start doing open houses, start working expireds, start using a listing presentation to convert those. Okay. So I am going to say one more thing. We'll talk about Facebook and Google ads now. So Facebook ads are easy and you get name, email, and phone number every time. Okay. And let me show you a really easy, low cost way to get seller leads. Okay. You go here, you create a listing ad, and you do a listing ad on a sold property. Lead ads means you're getting pre-populated leads. And we have a sip while we're waiting. So everything is done here, right? There's literally nothing you have to do but click this green button. You could go in advanced options and change the questions if you want to change the questions, but this ad's going to get leads with name, email, and phone number. On average, these leads cost $7 each. Okay. That's on average in the US. If you're farming an area, if you want more listings, this is probably the first thing you should do. And let me show you what happens, what they see, right? So like I said, you can change your questions over here if you want to add some, and there's some good questions there, but you're going to get the name, email, and phone number. It's going to see their questions. Here's some TCPA language. And then it says, great, click below to get your address in there and get your home value. Not everybody reads, and so they don't click that. But if you've got a lead with name, email, and phone number, text them and email them and say, hey, I see that you want your home value, but we didn't get your address. Can I have your address? Once they give you their address, take it over to the landing page section. And I just had a client do this over the weekend. And open up this free home value page. Just click the eyeball, you're going to see it. Drop in their address. We've auto-generated for you. Drop in their address, then drop in their email address, and boom, it's going to spit out a instant home value, a low, medium, and high price. It's going to send it to you, and it's going to send it to that homeowner. Okay. Or if it sends it to you, send it to the homeowner kind of thing. Yeah. And then there's another step. Now that you have their address and you have their email address and their phone number, you go over here to listings, and you need to start thinking about this for every seller lead you have. And you create a listing presentation. You see this one, it's a listing. It's a listing as a listing presentation, but it's just like this. So you send them the home values and maybe ask them a couple questions. Hey, have you done any improvements? Does that number look high or low or medium? What are you thinking? And then after all that, create this listing presentation. Say, by the way, I sell homes. I'm a realtor, and this is how I would sell yours. And now you've got their home and the photograph of their home. Maybe you pulled it off of Zillow or Google or wherever, and you send this to them. And this is how you're really going to engage and convert seller leads. So now you know the easiest way and cheapest way to get seller leads, right? It's actually running the Facebook ads, right? Now you can actually run ads. How much time do I have here? Sorry. You can run ads on landing pages, like what is your home worth, and on those PDF guides. And you can also do that in Google. You can run ads on Google for landing pages, what is your home worth, for PDF guides, for buyers and sellers. There is, however, one challenge with that. Those are more expensive leads than Facebook. Still, they're more expensive because they are higher intent, okay? When we go to, just so we understand, when we're running it out on Facebook, and let me ask you real quickly, with a yes or no answer in the comments, have you run ads on Facebook before? Just not even with us, just have you done it? Oh, my sister. So you see here, there's this page of whatever nonsense that people follow and ads and whatever. Your ad shows up right here. So if you got, this is an ad for a theater here, right? So if you got an open house, it's going to say, boom, right here, get the answer. Do you want to know your home value? Click here, right? There's an open house. Want to learn more? Click here. That's where these ads show up. And why it's so valuable is 70% of American adults actually spend like 40 minutes a day on Facebook. They're on their phone. They're driving their car. They're in lines at Starbucks or whatever, right? And they are seeing all this. And that's why all these big companies and realtors run ads, because they can get leads from this, okay? With name, email, and phone number. But that's just because they were coming over here to see cats and see what their friends are doing and their relatives. When they have a question, they don't go to Facebook and ask a question. I know a few of my ridiculous friends do that. But no, when you have a question, I think it's 80% of the time, 86% of the time, they come to this website right here, google.com, and they ask a question. How do I sell my home? What does it cost to sell a home? Where do I find a realtor to sell a home? Whatever. If it's real estate related, they're coming here, okay? Now, I know people go to Zillow, but 86% of all questions come here. So if you're running an ad with our software, you can be presenting them with a landing page or any of those PDF guides, and those get high quality seller leads. The average cost, though, of a seller lead, it's somewhere, I don't really know the average cost, but it ranges from like $20 to $30 a lead per lead, right? Where it's $7 on Facebook, but they're not as high quality leads. So, you balance that out. Okay. So a lot of people have run ads on Facebook. And if you haven't, I absolutely think that every agent should be running. If you're a rookie, you should be running one $50 ad every week. That's $200 a month. That means your business page will be seen, I don't know, 7,500 to 10,000 times every month. If you're a rookie agent, nobody knows you're even an agent other than a handful of your friends and family, right? And for the rest of you who are not rookies, because I see some long-time names here, what? You're competing against 5 to 20, 30,000 agents. Does anybody know you are even in the business? By running ads for those agents, you should be running ads 3 or 4 a week. You need more budget to get that. Your business pages see more, and yes, you're capturing more leads. Facebook is great for building your brand. It really is. Google has higher quality leads and they cost more. You should mix them up. You should do both. Okay. So I said that there were top things we need to think of. Have we covered them all? Open houses, expireds, our listing presentation. We covered the nearby homeowner letter. I'll go back to the nearby homeowner letter because I might not have said something about it that you should all know. Our clients that has been our number one tool for getting seller leads for many years. Now, not the highest amount of seller leads, okay? The highest volume of seller leads comes from Facebook ads, but the highest quality seller leads come from the nearby homeowner letter. I have a sold property here, and I have a nearby homeowner letter. We looked at it when it was for the open house, but now the home is sold. And if you want more listings in that neighborhood, you want to mail this to homeowners in that neighborhood. Okay. I will say this, if you mail out 100 of these, you might get 1 or 2 seller leads, but these are the highest quality seller leads you're going to get. Okay. And you're saying, hey, I sold a home in your neighborhood. Go check it out. That affects your home value. Go here to get your home value. You know what's going to happen there. So if you use this company here, Express Copy, we've got an integrated printer here. You'll have this green button that says print and mail. And it's pretty cool. We were pretty excited when we launched it. If you click get the mail list, they will mail it to people who own homes for more than 6 years. And you can decide 1, 2, 3, 4 miles, whatever. They will fold it. They'll put it in an envelope and they'll mail it for you. About $1.80 per letter. Okay. And we were happy to make this easy because it does get the highest quality seller leads. The only drawback is that the envelope, the physical envelope that they're getting, it's like white and it looks almost like bulk mail. It's just a computer message, right? Computer text. Our clients have told us that there are other better solutions like Z Airmail. Okay. Z Airmail apparently has a really cool font. The point is, the letter is awesome. Getting people to look at it is the key. And so Z Airmail works out pretty well. I've also heard that handwritten.com or something like that will do that for you. But I want to point out that in our mastermind group, one of the coolest things I saw one of our clients do, her name is Pat Motley, and she's been a client off and on for, 15 years. 15 years, yeah. And she came in here, it's been a couple of years since she wrote this. You can see what's going on and why this letter is so important. So she prints out the letter every time she has a listing. She prints out 100. And every time she closes it, she prints another 100. And when she prints them, she takes Microsoft Publisher and prints on the back so that she can hand fold it and it looks like an envelope, and she hand writes that. Okay. Now, it's funny because why would you do that when it takes 2 clicks with Express Copy? It's because 4 homeowners called her on the first batch and another 4 homeowners called her on this batch. So she had 8 high quality listing leads come from 1 home and 200 pieces of mail. So there's a little bit more about the nearby homeowner letter. Okay. Definitely something, if you're farming, you want to make sure you're doing that. If you're building out a farm, do open houses in that area where you want to farm, because you're going to be branding. Run ads in that area if you're going to be farming. I do want to point out, we talked about it earlier, but over here in follow-ups, these are our drip campaigns. Okay. And there are drip campaigns for buyers and for sellers. We even have some emails that you can blast out for your expired lead. And we have drip campaigns in Spanish here too. I know Meredith asked about Spanish stuff. If you hit that, you can turn that off. I will also point this out. I didn't mention it earlier, but it is worth knowing. We actually create a website for you that showcases all of your reviews and all of your listings. And actually have a few websites. And I don't mention this often, but let me ask. We still have a lot of people on the call. If you don't need to tell me yes, but if you don't have a website, say no. And I'm going to show you that we actually have a website for you. Now, this website is actually, you can go here and you can add your reviews from Zillow and Google and other places. But once you've done that, we have a website. You just click view, and this website we'll see it in a second. It has all your reviews. Okay. And it's got our listing presentation. If they want to download it, it's got our landing pages. It's got your PDF guides. You want to download those? Sure. Just answer a couple questions, right? So there's a lot, if they click on any of those, to your single property website. Okay. And of course, there's leak out. I would definitely recommend, if you have reviews, copy this hyperlink, take it over to Facebook and tag your client and thank them for that review. Okay. Now, you do have to be friends with your client, but this is a really great way of getting leads that are closer to referrals, right? So I'm going to say, thanks, Meredith. And boom, paste that link in. You're going to tag Meredith or whoever you're going to tag right here. And you see that big picture? That's going to show up in front of all of your clients' friends and family and colleagues on Facebook. And if they're thinking about real estate, they can see that, oh, they wrote something nice about you, right? Their friend wrote something nice about you. And if they click in there, they're going to be on this page, and this is all about you. So definitely use that. It's just another cool tool to get out there and capture leads with it. And since it reminded me, there are people, it sounds like everybody here has a website, and that's cool. Don't spend too much on that, I think, because not many people find it. But if you don't have a website, don't waste money on a website, because right here, it says listings, there's listing presentation, and there are more tools. And here's an agent website that's sitting in everybody's account. And this looks a lot like the client review website. Just showed you. But it has different questions, right? But it has your list, and it has your PDF guides, and it has your reviews, and it has our listing presentation. And we even offer a free home. This is great if you don't have one. You can even IDX from your MLS. You can put it right in between here. What if our clients don't have, I don't know, Karen, I don't know if you could do much with that. That's really that particular thing I was showing you. You could still email out. You could still email out this if you want to show people that you got reviews. There's a hyperlink right there, but it won't really do that kind of social viral thing that we're looking for. Yeah. So if your clients, because a lot of people have clients that are pretty old and they don't even use social media, you can't really leverage it if they're not quite doing it. That's where you want to lean on our email tools, right? Because every tool has email functionality to get it out there. So when you see the words email for your database, that's definitely, like here on the listing presentation, you got an e-flyer for your database right here, right? So if you have clients that don't have social media, they probably do have email. Almost everybody has that. Any other questions? Oh, you know what? One big thing. Now I can't click on it here. I can't click on leads because it messes up our video. Okay. But I mentioned the email follow-ups. We actually have AI text follow-ups. You can sign up for it on the leads page. Okay. And you know how I mentioned a few minutes ago that you should all be running at least one ad a week? What happens when you run those ads is you get a lead, and you get a lead with a name, email, and phone number. Robert, I'll answer your question in a minute. How much does it cost to have you guys make the listing presentation? I don't know, but it is on the, Cheryl, did you get the link where you ordered those? The prices are on there. So when you're running ads, you're going to get, especially on Facebook, you're going to get leads. All the leads come with name, email, and phone number. And you would think, I got to call them. And literally the person is looking at an open house or a home value ad or whatever. And they're like, and the question that they see is, would you like that information? And the answer is yes, submit my information. So they're literally clicking a button with their name, email, and phone number on it, and they're sending it to you. And you could call them that instant, and they would still tell you, I know what you're talking about. And that's because of just the nature of our world filled with so much spam that if they don't know you, they're not going to talk to you. They're going to do anything to get you off the phone. So text those leads 4 or 5 times with very simple questions. Don't write a big paragraph and drop it on somebody's phone. Nobody wants that. If it's an open house, hey, I see you're looking at that open house on this street. Are you in this town or are you moving here? Wait a few minutes, wait a half hour. They respond, they don't respond. Hey, that's a 3-2. Is that what you need? No answer, 30 minutes. It's 400 grand. Is that what you need? You need something higher. You're right. Simple questions, right? Simple questions. And then after 4 or 5 of those, then call them because now they know. And you can say, hey, I saw you respond to my ad. I'm trying to help you. I sent you a few texts. How can I help you? That's how you start it, right? So if you're running 1 ad a month, you can do that texting, right? If you're running 2 ads. But if you're running 2 or 3 ads a week, you will not be able to keep up with that. And that's why under the leads tab on the left there, we have our own AI text follow-up. There is a cost for that, but it's converting 14% of your leads with phone numbers to phone calls. Okay. So if you're going to be running a lot of ads, and which you should, and you want to have those automatically turn into phone calls, use the AI software to do that. 14% of the leads are turning into phone calls. Okay. So there's some questions here. This is a good time to ask questions, guys. I've only got 5 minutes. Gene says, can I use my domain for the website? Yes and no. If you go to profile here, Gene, and go to domains, you can add a domain right here and it becomes a prefix to our domain. So you can do that there. Okay. And Cheryl asks, how much does it cost to have you guys make the listing presentation? So Cheryl, you know that there's the electronic version, right? So you saw that. But where do I get it here? Sorry, I have it here somewhere. Books here. I'll send this to you, Cheryl. I sent it to everybody earlier, but in case you didn't see it, okay. Yeah, and actually, Robert asked a question that Cheryl just answered. What is the best source to get list of daily expireds? Cheryl says, I use plus leads, FSBOs and expireds, and a lot of our clients do. And Robert, if you don't, I highly recommend that you use our link. We actually have an affiliate link. I don't know if there's some sort of kickback or whatever. Oh, but there's a reason why you want to use this link. I'm sending it to everybody now. So we've actually done some calls with My Plus leads, and they made a unique arrangement with us. So when you reach out to an expired, you don't want to call today's expireds, right? Because those poor people are being called by hundreds of agents. You want to wait a month or 2 or maybe even 3 months. Okay. And when you use My Plus leads, if you just go to My Plus leads and sign up for a free trial for 1 month, they're only going to give you 30 days back data. Okay. And that half of that, you don't want to even use that. Yes, Sydney, this is on our YouTube channel, which I have shared twice already on this call. So this call is being recorded and it will be on our YouTube channel. Okay. Just go look for videos on our YouTube channel. When you're using My Plus leads with a normal trial, you only go back 30 days, but really reaching out to the expireds that are 60 and 90 days is a better call. When you use our trial link and you email them and say, hey, John at My Plus leads told us that we can have 6 months back data because we're working with listings to leads to work expireds. They will know what you're talking about. You're welcome, Sydney. So Robert, I hope that answers your question. For anybody else that's not doing this, there's actually a good value with My Plus leads that you need to be cognizant of. And that is that you can find expireds in your MLS, right? But you'd be calling today's expireds, but you might be able to scan over a couple months. But you don't know their phone numbers and you don't know who's on a do not call. Whereas My Plus leads does know that. So there's a good value for having, and there are other companies, not just My Plus leads. I'm just letting you know that if you don't have a resource, we've got a real nice connection for you to help you there. Any other questions? We talked about a lot today. I hope you understand there is more to the platform. I did mention this earlier that I'm going to just send this again. Sydney asked about it, and I'll just send this again. This call is recorded, and all of you, this platform, it's really low cost, obviously. And we get a lot of leads for clients. We have clients generating hundreds of leads every month, right? And now we have a really strong system to help you get more listings. You need to take the time to understand what's available to you. Our expireds, this call right here, top tools for more listings, and Scott's call right next to it with open houses. Literally, you need to watch these like this week. You need to watch these this week. And this is the deeper call and expireds over here. So definitely watch that. And there's more calls. You want to talk about FSBOs, you want to talk about email down here. There's a lot here on this page. Okay. Don't ignore this. I know we're all busy people and we get distracted, but invest some time to understand what you've got here, because there really is not a better platform for all the kinds of lead capture that we have automatically generated for you. So get this in your system, get this in your wheelhouse. Any other questions? I'm going to send this again because I tried to send this and I got an error message. This I'm going to send you right now is the page where you order. Let's see if I get that error. Okay, it worked. This is where you order the booklet. So I can't remember. Cheryl asked the question of how much. Good. I'm glad that helped you, Cheryl. Now I'm seeing errors, but if anybody needs this or my open house call or questions, email me at vince@listings2leads. Yeah, there's a problem here with sending that link. Here's my email. If you need a team account, vince@listings2leads. If you're new to us and you want to walk through, give me a call. Email me. We'll set that up too. Okay, everybody. Have a great 2026. We have a lot of ways to help you get more listings. Get those listings, hold the open houses, get more listings, run ads on Facebook, get more buyers and listings. Okay? Have a great one. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.